Hey Yugioh, Trap aka the Keeper. I'm gonna have what I call a random rant episode on certain cards. Let's start with misconstrued cards. Starlight Road. Why people are maining this card at all is beyond me. Siding even is still kind of ridiculous. We're not playing traditional format. There's no Raigeki. There's no Heavy Storm. There's no Harpy's Feather Duster. There's what? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with Starlight Road right now? Mirror Force. Torrential, which not every deck is actually running. Dark Hole. Okay, 3 main cards. Malevolent Catastrophe, occasionally. Icarus Attack, occasionally. Mobius, occasionally. What else is destroying 2 cards at once? That we want this card in our main deck, and one in our side deck. Fraser Smith is a dumbass, and I will continue to repeat that. This card does not win games. This card is a dead draw. This card gets MST'd and laughs in the face. It is very, very situational that you'll even run to it when you're only maining one of these. That you'll get Dark Hole, where you have 2 or more monsters. You have 2 or more monsters. Or Torrential, when you control 2 or more monsters. Unless people are still playing Widespread Dud, this card is dead. Okay, next card. Royal Tribute. Good card. Very good card. Broken? Not so much. Turn 1. You go first. Yes. Absolutely broken. If you can pull it off, good for you. You come across this card mid-game, after both of your MSTs are gone, because you're not smart and you don't run 3. Or you have it out and they're handless. Or they have 2 cards in hand, and this is the only card you have in your hand. Or you have this and one other, and you play it, and you drop your only monster, and they're sitting there with Dark Hole and Giant Trunade. Yeah, it's not that broken. Is it useful information? Possibly. But there's nothing you could do to stop it. Royal Tribute is probably the most misconstrued card. You're really only going to hit very few decks. Zombies, if they're still playing them. Zombie variants, Lightsworn, help them. Sure, throw it in the graveyard. Go ahead. Have a field day. I side out one of these when I see Lightsworn. It's good if you hit JD. It's bad if you hit anything else. Except maybe Raikou. So, Royal Tribute. Well, and it's good against Formula Monarchs. At almost any point in time. But that's besides the point. The point is, you're not going to hit Sams usually, unless it's turn 1, because their field will be full by the time you even react. Not so broken. Okay. For Gravekeeper users, I see this card so often. Allure of Darkness. If you're running 14 monsters, in which you probably use every single one of them as a necessity, why put it out of play where you cannot grab it back? I don't understand it. Do you? Allure of Darkness is a good card if you're maining Caius's, Spirit Reaper, Malefic Stardusts, Malefic Truth. Not if you're running pure Gravekeepers. Sorry, not gonna cut the cake there. Lord of Darkness should not be running Gravekeepers that often. Unless you don't mind removing one of your, I would say 25% of your deck? Oh no, I'm a little off. 35% of your deck. No, Allure's not for Gravekeepers. Now on to misconstrued cards. Exploder Dragon. for all you dragon users. Let's read this card out loud. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, destroy the monster that destroyed it. Now the more important part. While this card is attacking, any battle damage either player takes from a battle involving this card becomes 0. While this card is attacking, so if someone does this, summon Exploder Dragon, end turn, your opponent goes, summon Thunder King Ryo, attack, it dies, Ryo dies. You take 900. No? Let's reread this. While this card is attacking, not while this card is attacked, or attacks or is attacked. While this card is attacking. This card only works when you attack. You can ram this into something like Malefic Stardust. You will take nothing. They will take nothing. But Malefic Stardust will die. So will this. But if Malefic Stardust runs into this, you will take 1500. Attacking. Let's not misconstrue that anymore. Next card. The End of Anubis. Kind of like Necrovalley. Except your grave is completely shut down. Anything that activates in the grave, dead. Let's say Necrovalley is off the field. The reason you can't use Necrogarda in the grave is because, with Necrovalley, is because you can't remove cards from play. End of Anubis does not say you can't remove cards from play. It says effects that activate in the graveyard are negated. Or target the graveyard. Okay. Necrogarda can be removed while End of Anubis is on the field. But its effect is negated because it activates in the graveyard. Removing is a cost. You can remove Necrogarda when this is on the field. You just won't block an attack. Treeborn cannot come back when this is on the field, regardless of Necrovalley. Plague Spreader cannot come back. Zombie Master cannot grab a monster. Fishborg cannot come back. Do I need to go on? This card is really good, but misconstrued at points. Remember that. And now, just for my random rant on a broken-ass card that nobody really knows yet, and apparently nobody realized. This card is pretty much short print. Wattlemer. It is so broken, I can't even tell you. In a Final Countdown deck, this card is amazing. Let's read him real quick. He's a common, but he's short print. So I opened a box of D-Rev, and we only got 3 of these, but nobody realizes it's actually a short print common. Wattlemer. If this card is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or card effect, they cannot conduct their battle phase during their next turn. Let's see. Summon Wattlemer. Attack a Sangan. No battle phase. Next turn, no battle phase. Set it. Attack. Continue whatever battle phase if you only have more than one monster. Next turn, no battle phase. Just like that. Summon. Solemn Warning. That's nice. It was still destroyed by a card effect. No battle phase. Why? Oh, Watts have that ability. Not just Watts, but anything that says basically if it was destroyed by a card effect. Solemn Warning, even if it was negated, it was still destroyed. Doesn't matter where it was destroyed. Didn't have to be on the field to be destroyed. Broken. So broken. Use it in Final Countdown decks, even if you're using Skill Drain. Why? Because it activates off the field. Broken. And Final Countdown's actually probably going to be pretty good this format. Not epic, not top tier, maybe tier 2, 1.5 maybe, but it's still going to be really good. Especially with this. Can't wait till the Watts actually get real support. Anyway, that was my random rant. Comment, rate, subscribe, add any more cards that you'd like to see a random rant about. I wish I had a Forbidden Lance so I could rant about how not great that card is and how overvalued it is, because it's definitely not a $20 card. I'd prefer Shrink as the new Book of Moon as opposed to Forbidden Lance. I just don't know how people don't see that. Anyway, that's my random rant. This is the Keeper. Comment, rate, subscribe. Give a shout out if you do. See you around, guys.